Booyah, fellow scarers, and welcome back to our Disney Plus live reaction show of Monsters at Work, titled
Out to Lunch.
This is the last and final episode of Monsters at Work.
At least we haven't heard anything about it getting renewed as of yet, so we can only assume.
Based on how things go with this may be our last review, and frankly, good riddance, in my opinion. This season has been very mixed so far. Some parts I found amusing, other parts are just downright infuriating. I think it hasn't helped that this premiered at like the worst time while we were trying to do Loki and other shows, and it kind of caused the backlog I have now with just its timing and airing at the same time as like another popular thing. I think that kind of like tainted my view of this show as well, because it's like, oh, why am I watching this crappy show when I have this good popular one over here? It's been a mixed bag for me, honestly. We're still willing to watch the finale, and depending on what we think, if there is a season 2, we might do like an overview of it, like watch it on our own and then talk about it afterwards, but as of right now, like, I'm not even sure. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm in a rush for this to be over, honestly. I mean, last week I had my fun with it, but now it's finally ending and I'm ready to be done with it.
So today our last and final episode is titled
It's Laughter Thereafter.
Yeah, you can tell this is the finale because it ends with the slogan like most of the Disney Plus shows seem to be doing nowadays. So we can only assume that hopefully they leave off on a decent point. I don't expect a show like this to end on a cliffhanger, especially a Loki-esque cliffhanger.
I think they would only do that if they knew for a fact that they're getting a season 2, and it doesn't look like that's happening.
I mean, on the other hand, they have actually made merchandise for this show, which baffles me because I hardly hear anybody talk about it. But I've seen the toys, at least I did see the toys in the Disney stores before they started shutting down, and I've seen the merch online, and I'm like, is this really that popular with kids? Like, I know Monsters Inc. is a very easily marketable thing for kids, you know, with the bright colors and cartoonish designs and whatnot, but the fact that this has merchandise and the other popular stuff we've been watching doesn't, that just baffles my mind.
I want Ducktales merch. I want Owl House merch. I want Amphibia merch. Why do we get Monsters merch? Nobody's really watching.
We should not have to go to Amazon or Hot Topic or Etsy or any of those places to find this stuff. Granted, I appreciate it. I appreciate the people who make it, very much so. But the fact that Disney doesn't even push their own shows that are actually getting good rave reviews, that just boggles my mind. And it's probably not going to change anytime soon. I hate to say it. But let's get this finale started so we can finally end this once and for all. So let's go for the laughter thereafter. And play.
Our very own Mifter, Double T, came up with it.
That's right. I still like mine. Funny business is our business, and it's none of your business, so mind your own business. Yeah, that is...
Rolls off the tongue.
All those noisemakers, how the hell do they stealthily go in and out of kids' rooms?
Hey, Mikey. Yep, Monsters Inc. future could not be brighter.
Timing!
By brighter, I meant more bright than this. You know, like not dark. Although some dark is actually okay, but this dark, it's very not bright.
Do you still have an issue meeting the quota? Can't say I'm surprised. Laughter is definitely more powerful, but getting it is a lot trickier. It's easy to scare someone, it's hard to make someone laugh.
I mean, honestly, subjective either way. Some people are very easy to scare, others don't scare at all.
Oh, hi, Roz.
Mike.
You work for Merc now?
There's a lot about me you don't know.
She's a merc with a
Crossfire
mouth.
power is 10 times more powerful than Scream.
Therefore, we're transferring all power needs to Fearco.
Fearco? They still use scare power.
We're not going down without a fight.
I know we can
Oh, so they
provide
still
all
do
the
use
powers
scare power.
it needs. There's got to be some way we can prove it.
Generate 1,000,000 gigawatts in one day, and laugh power is saved.
But we only generate half that now.
Yeah, just give us a little time to figure out the logistics.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Alrighty, Mifters, as you all have heard, Monsters Inc.
Whoa. Who put you in charge of the dry erase board? You need deputy supervisor permission to use that equipment.
Shut up.
Can I use the dry erase board, Duncan?
Yeah, go ahead. No big deal. Continue.
Monsters
Fucking
Inc. has
asshole.
to increase its gigawatt output, or we're shut down. 10 times the power means 10 times the canister, so maybe
instead of the little canisters, we make a bigger canister.
But bigger than your drawing, right? Because the one in your drawing looks so small and cute.
Fewer canisters, less load and reload time.
Makes for a more efficient lab floor.
I like my bring back scare power.
Yeah, but it's
Both
more difficult to
bring
fill.
Cut it. Make a prototype, but bigger than the drawing.
I am not going to comedy class anymore. I threw all my jokester stuff away. You know, the books, the naked poultry.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, threw it all away in the trash. The jokester thing just was never really gonna happen. But
It really wasn't.
Full-time MIFTer here. Guess you're struck with me for good.
Tylor Tuskman, report to the simulation room.
Huh.
The peel's supposed to do something, or is that on me?
Box.
There's a montage of those cringiest moments.
See, Mr. Tuskman, you are a tragically unfunny monster. See that?
Yeah. I'm sorry, Miss Flint. Mini Monster Day was kind of rough for me.
No. That. My daughter. She's smiling. Because of you.
I mean, that was kind of a
Power
fluke.
of laughter. But I've crunched the numbers. Those horns, combined with an uncontrolled fall resulting in debris hanging from said horns, yield significant gigawatts. It's the simple physics of physical comedy.
What she means is, kid, you're a natural.
Well, he auditioned 15 times.
Kid, you're persistent. Left on that lab floor. I need you to fill it.
I'm a jokester?
In training, you help us hit 1,000,000 gigawatts, I'd say you got a pretty good chance.
Yeah, they really need all the help they can get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pension release, black liability waiver, I-9 form,
Yeah.
Social Security. Boy,
Friggin'
who would be
paperwork.
excited to be getting out of MIFT.
Well, it's not official, just in training.
Talk about a bunch of weirdos.
Well, they're actually not that weird. They kind of grow on you.
Closet malfunction insurance, cafeteria discount, gross salary plus overslime.
Over slime. Man, I like it overtime.
It's laughter we're after. You're the one that came up with that, remember?
Yeah, we
Go
know.
figure. You've done something even James P. Sullivan himself hasn't done. Gone from scarer to jokester.
Just in training. And you could be back on the scare floor. Be top scarer again.
I never told you about what happened with Boo. The fear in her eyes when she was scared. I didn't like what I saw. Laugh power is the heart of the new Monsters, Inc. And it's also the right thing to do.
Good reminder of why they're doing
Are
this.
those Krispy Kremes?
Yeah.
A Krispy Kreme in this universe.
Whoa, Krispy Kremes!
Dunkin' Donuts is better.
Only 3.
Tim Hortons is better.
You know what? Give me 7.
But I thought you weren't funny.
It's just for today. It's not like, official.
Come on, if you help him hit 1,000,000 gigawatts, there's no way Mr. Wazowski's letting you go.
Yeah, I guess.
Tylor Tuskman, please report to morning warm-up. Tylor, get up here!
It's to help the company, dude.
Yeah.
Just do it for now.
Bye.
Funny face. Hold my light. Spin left, spin right. More donuts, more funny. That's funny.
There you go.
Perfect.
There you found your skip.
Cleared
Put
out
those
Tyler's
horns
desk.
to
What
good
do you want?
use. Yes.
Who cares?
I gotta get back to working on the canister, so I'll just put this here before you start blubbering. Too late.
I told Ty I could be like a father to him.
He's got a father.
A grandfather or a great-grandfather. Or the
Okay.
father that he never knew he had and then shows up one day with a lousy explanation as to where he's been all I just wanted
You realize if it all works out, he'll just be upstairs.
Yeah, it's not like he's really going anywhere.
Right.
Welcome aboard. Hope your first day isn't your last.
His
Me
hair
too,
still
me
hasn't
too.
grown
Thank
back.
you. Yeah,
It's been how many months
see you out
now?
there. You're
They
welcome.
must have used some really harsh chemicals.
came up with Tylor Tuskman, new guy. Flem, right?
Yeah. But, I actually use this time to prepare mentally for my performance and prepare no distractions.
He's a method.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, you had to be so method
All
for
right,
falling
Bob.
on
Now
jacks.
this is it. Ty, we need you down in MIFT. There's an emergency.
What kind of emergency?
I can't tell you. It's a surprise. A surprise emergency. With cake.
Surprise, Double T!
Thank you. You're welcome.
A surprise emergency.
Woohoo!
I know we don't have much time. Everybody, come and help yourself to some dead David cake.
Not that.
Yeah, I've been freezing for a few years, so it's got a little bite.
Thanks,
Still left
guys.
over
That's
from that
really
day.
kind I wish I had more time, but I actually have to get upstairs.
Right. Now, everybody, pick a letter in Tyler's name and say something nice and
Oh my
good
God,
luck
let him
about
go!
Yeah.
I'll go first.
They're on a time
You're
crunch
gonna get him
here.
in trouble.
T is for treason.
Something nice.
It is? Tyson?
Two-Face?
Duncan.
Yeah, alright. Well,
Terrific.
Thank you.
Aw.
Thank you for being a worthy, stupid adversary.
Y is for you proved me wrong, kid. Figured you leave here in a box. Consider me impressed.
L
Thank you.
is for love.
Remember when I met you in Origins of Fear class? I thought to myself, one day that big doofus is gonna be my best. But
For some reason.
The day I got here, this was the last place that I wanted to be. I mean, the fluorescent lights gave me a headache. It smelled like Roto's pee.
Ugh.
But now, maybe this is where I belong.
You're staying?
You want to stay? I was so sad. The boy I never had up and ran away.
There's his
But
joke
now
stuff.
I'm filled with joy. My metaphoric boy has come back.
I knew it. He did endure out his joke stuff.
Yeah, you're just guilting him into staying. I'm starting to think Tyler's a pathological liar.
I'm really glad you're here.
Me too. Now let's get those giggles. Ready? In 5,
Big moment.
3, 2, 1.
Don't forget your signature donuts.
Donuts. And in this case, donuts make me go nuts. It's like, what's worse? Jacks or Legos? Oh no.
Hey, the donut fairy visited me.
She hardly even giggled.
Well, it's a start.
Tom,
Get back in there, muscles. You don't stop believing.
Nah.
Miftivation? Modamiftin?
Alright, let's get the ball rolling. Oh, he's gonna be spending a fortune on donuts.
Could write it off for taxes.
Yeah. Finally, his klutziness comes in handy for once.
Get me another canister fungus.
It's like a Pez dispenser, but with donuts.
2 minutes remaining.
Almost there.
It's all up to you, Mikey.
Okay, load her up, fungus. Yes, sir. We're out of canisters. No more canisters.
Oh shit.
It's okay. Smitty found one more out back.
Wait, no, that's defective. It's fucking defective.
Multi-canister.
Yeah, obviously.
Out back. Did you find that canister out back by the dumpster?
Multi-canister, sir. Oh, get another one. Get another one.
There are no another ones. Except for Mama Sweet Baby.
Ah, good.
Lord.
I was wondering if they developed that in time.
Tyler's idea.
Laugh power is 10 times more powerful than screams.
Look it up.
45 seconds.
You got this, Mikey.
Good luck, Googly Bear.
Better comedy like you've never comedied before.
15 seconds. 10 seconds.
Thank you. Well?
Oh!
Hey, nice going,
Monsters Inc. is saved.
Say, Roz, why don't you get Rose over here to celebrate? It's strange, I haven't picked up her scent today.
Called in sick.
She's not sick. You're her, she's sick. You just changed squares and hair color. Two monsters can't have the same bad breath. Reveal your true identity.
I'd buy it.
If it wasn't for your laughs and that big canister, we'd be out of business.
Welcome to the laugh floor.
Wait, you mean...
Kid, you're officially a jokester. We'll see you right back here first thing in the morning.
Nice job, Tyler.
No. This was just for today. I'm going.
Dude, come on.
We got your new desk all ready for you.
Hopefully it fits him now. Aww. A little jeweler cooler with a bow. I can see them every day.
You filled your quota on the first kid of the day.
Not bad, huh? You know, only somebody with perfect
Is
comedic
this where
timing
the,
can produce this much
ending
energy
comes
in
in?
one shot.
And the fact that laughter is 10 times more powerful than scream had nothing to do with it.
Oh, Googly Bear. Come here, you.
Yep.
Moopsie-poo!
What are you doing here?
Oh, we just wanted to wish you good luck on your first day.
Official jokester.
We're proud of you.
Yeah, they made me come.
Well,
This.
thanks. I'm just waiting here for my official laugh assistant.
Let's speak of the devil.
Wait. You're my assistant?
Yep. Yesterday was a blast. So I talked to Celia and got a transfer. Besides, we gotta bring some of that MIFTer spirit to the lab floor.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So, work buds.
Work buds.
There's really no one left in Mift.
Kudos.
Yeah.
They went out on a good note.
Yep. I mean, he got to finally be a jokester like he wanted, and he found a method that actually worked for him that actually was legit funny. And yeah, I was worried that they were kind of gonna manipulate him into staying with Miff, but I'm glad to see that they
found a nice happy medium there.
Yeah. I mean, ultimately they still work together. They just won't be within each other's proximity 24/7 or whatever.
At where I work, it's like I've become more ingrained in a different department than where I started, but I still see everybody all the time, even when, I'm not working with them. And I can still also be of help to them, too, if they want to get, comps and stuff.
Yep. Interesting arcs for, most of them, too. Because, Fritz learned to finally let go and not be so possessive and actually push him to do what he was meant to do. And Val, she started off just not having no direction in life, and finally she decided, hey, I'm good at aiding monsters when they try to make kids laugh. I'm gonna do that. Even Duncan got a little less mean. Still an asshole, but he's a little more tolerable now. And Cutter's just Cutter. Probably just disappointed she didn't get a new body part to add to the collection. Is that I like the moment he had with Sulley, reminding us all, why they're still doing the laughter thing, despite it not being as effective regularly as scaring. Interesting, Fearco's still sticking to the scare method.
It's like Monsters Inc.'s, I guess, the only one that's really pushed for laugh power.
Well, it's still new and experimental, and like Araz said, even though it generates more power, it's less frequent. Because it's you're not just analyzing kids for how easily scared they are and what scares them. In this case, you're analyzing them based on their humor and what makes them laugh and so on and so forth, which arguably is even harder. Because it's easier to scare kids, let's face it.
But I guess, now seeing the results.
It's over? Sad sign. Anybody know if there's a season 2?
You tell us, Fritz.
Yeah.
I like how they fit it snugly within when Waternoose gets arrested and then when Mike rebuilds the door for Sulley. So I'm like, okay, this seems to fit within continuity, I guess. Although now I'm wondering, because we know that when Sulley goes through the door, presumably Boo is older. So I'm like, wait, has only a couple months passed, or has time gone faster in the other world? I don't know.
I mean, it's hard to say how long this process has been going on.
I mean, we know it's been at least a few months.
Yeah.
Occasionally they'll say, oh, it's my first week or my first month or this is my 13th try, my 13th week or whatever. So we know it's been a couple of months at the very most.
I mean, I'm going to say that this happens just a little before Mike reveals the door to Sulley.
Right.
I would say probably, if I had to guess, they jumped maybe a year at the end of Monsters, Inc.
I suppose. I don't know I'd say that long, but maybe. Or 6 months.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe half a year.
Like I said, it was a better note to go out on. Definitely better than the last episode. Like I said, for the season overall, again, it's been inconsistent. It's very mixed. It has its good points. I applaud it for the world building and them adding little tidbits monsters go on vacation to these haunted sites and whatnot. And, how the baseball works in their world and all that. Little details like that are rather...
Anything where they build the world.
Yeah,
definitely.
They do a good job with that. It's rather creative and fun to watch. They said the part where it falters most is the characterization and showing the arc as certain characters grow. Tyler's so inconsistent, and yeah, he got better ultimately at the end. I think he's a pathological liar or something, because that just has been a consistent thing.
It's that is the one constant throughout this entire season, is that he's just been withholding or hiding from everybody, his true intentions. And it just eventually, it really makes him an unlikable character a lot of the time.
I hate to point this out, but it's something I noticed when I was editing the last episode, and I realized this had been a trend with him, or I should say more likely the voice actor than the character. He stutters a lot. And I hate to point that out because I myself have a speech impediment, but at the same time, I'm listening to last episode, and every single sentence he's like stuttering and stumbling over his words, and I just found that made me more irritated with him, because it's like, just speak straight sentences. I get he's like nervous and anxious and whatnot, but at the same time, like, I'm listening to that, and I guess I was already so frustrated with him, that just elevated it for me.
I'm gonna say that's probably a character choice that he's made, given that a lot of the time I have heard that there are people with stutters and they go and perform on stage or, you know, any medium, and the stutter or whatever flaw is just gone.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
Yeah.
And I don't know if this is a character choice or if he was like improvising his lines maybe, and that he just stumbled over it and they just incorporated it in the character, but I don't know, like, as someone who had to listen to this and edit it, that just was really jarring for me. And I'm glad in this episode he really didn't do it all that much. Maybe once or twice was noticeable, but for the most part it's like he talks and, you know, you can understand him just fine. That's a little nitpick. It's minor in the grand scheme of things. I don't know, if this does get a season 2, I still don't think I want to continue with the live reactions. I mean, what do you think?
No, I'm with you. If we watch it and we find it improves, you know, like you said, we might just do the overview instead. But yeah, as things are, I'm just not invested enough to really want to do live reactions to this each time.
Plus the finale really seemed kind of finite because it ended at the logical conclusion of being at the end of the movie.
I could see potential. If anything, they bring up Fearco and how, you know, they're still using scare power, and you might have an opportunity to world build with that and have a lot of the other companies that do the scare be resistant to it. Or maybe there's corporate sabotage or espionage where, you know, they try to go into Monsters, Inc. and either try to, you know, bring it down from the inside or get tips on what they're doing and figure it out for themselves. So I see potential for them having something more to do. Aside from, like, the MIFT and everything, it feels like that much is done.
Yeah, because he accomplished his goal of becoming a jokester. He's all set. MIFT is now fine with him working there. And pretty much all the arcs have been wrapped up at this point. So, like you said, unless they extend from there, like if they do more world building, bring in new characters, that's the only way I can continuing this.
What if it becomes like an anthology series, and much the way that Infinity Train was, and this season it was Tylor. Next season we get like a new character to focus on. And,
I suppose.
That I could see working.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, maybe they'll work in different departments and whatnot, or there'll be different types of jokesters. Maybe we even focus on someone at Fearco.
If they can pull something like that off, then I would be invested in a second season. But yeah, with what we went through with Tylor, I don't want to go through that again.
Like, I get with character arcs, sometimes you have to start off with someone who is wholly unlikable, or at least has really annoying qualities, before you build them up to the point where you like them. But, like I said, with him, he's inconsistent with that. He makes progress, but then he takes a step back following episode, and he has the consistent pattern of lying about everything, whether it's a discomfort that he has or a mistake he's made or whatever. And I mean, I hope now that he's a jokester, he grows out of that for good, but I don't know, it was just frustrating to watch, and not helped by, again, us trying to get used to MIFT and their quirky personalities, and especially Duncan, how grating he was.
I also thought of another idea. It's going back to Monsters University and incorporating the laughter into the curriculum.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what Monsters University does, and they have that other college too. Was it Fear Tech?
Probably, yeah.
That'll have to be overhauled too. See how they adjust their classes and everything. All the scarers now have to be jokesters if they want to do what they do.
Because we've been basically just focusing on Monsters, Inc. in this one. In this case, they have the potential to world build even further, to bring back Monsters University, change that curriculum, see how the whole world operates and differentials now that they're transitioning into Laughter Power.
Like I said, the ideas are there, but we're gonna wait and see what they come up with. So if you do hear from us again on this, like I said, it'll most likely be just a season retrospective, and we're just gonna leave it at that, because as of right now, we have about, I want to say, 4 shows on our plate. Owl House is on hiatus. Amphibia is coming back in October. We're starting a brand new show with the Ghost of Molly McGee. We have Star Wars stuff coming up in the winter time, and
Still doing What If.
we're still doing the midst of doing What If. We're about roughly halfway through. Like I said, we have no end of stuff we can cover, and to us, this just seems like lowest tier, least invested that we've been so far in regards to all the shows that we've watched. Like I said, this will just be a side thing at most. We do appreciate those of you who have watched it, who have been watching along with us and commented. We greatly appreciate your feedback and interacting with you guys in terms of the characters and how you yourselves have interpreted this and how you've enjoyed it or you haven't enjoyed it. Like I said, we do appreciate that a lot.
There is another Pixar spin-off that is worth your time, and that's Doug Days from Up. That is just wholesome fun. 5 episodes, they're 9 to 11 minute shorts. For the most part, it's Carl and Doug, mostly Doug. And if you like the humor in Up, if you love Doug, especially with the passing of Ed Asner, it was a really good note to go out on. So yeah, I really recommend it. Won't take much of your time, and I think you'll get real enjoyment out of it.
It is great because the squirrel gets fed. That's about it, fellow scarers and jokesters. It's been a ride, and I guess we'll wait and see if anything comes of this. But until our next show or episode or whatever comes out first, I'm Kat MacBerrie.
I'm Doug MacBerrie.
And laughter is truly what we've been after. We didn't get much of it, but we got some. And that's enough for us.